Hey, it's Enigma Hood. And we're live. Alright. So, just let's start things off from the beginning here. The volume's a little loud on my end. Anyway, this is Sonic Plus. It's a little loud. Hold on. So this is the kind of the improved version, the updated version, I should say, I guess. Hold on, let me just adjust the volume. Let's see, audio, volume. Yeah, that's a little loud. Okay. That should be better. Alright, so the difference in this version is, well, there's a whole bunch of new things added. So if you go into normal mode, Mania mode as it calls it, you get all the usual characters, Sonic and Tails, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and you get two new characters, Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel. They originally appeared in this arcade game called Sega Sonic Arcade, which had three characters, Sonic, Mighty, and Ray. And Mighty appeared again in Knuckles Chaotix. But Ray never made an appearance in another game until now. So it's awesome. Anyway, I was originally going to do a playthrough with Ray, but I think I want to try do Encore mode, because I only tried a little bit of this, and I think it would be pretty cool. So you unlock an Encore mode after you beat the game. So I already beat the game many times. So it's already unlocked for me. I played a little bit of this already. So they added Angel Island zone into this, which is pretty cool. It doesn't last very long though. It's only part of the real Angel Island. Damn it. I want to go up here, get those 10 rings. It's so important to me. Got rid of the 1-up. Here we go. Ray and Mighty. Mighty is actually one of my favorite characters in the Sonic mythos. I like his design a lot. Alright, so we can use triangle to switch between the characters. So you can choose Ray or Mighty as your partner here. So I'm gonna switch to Ray. So Ray's ability is this stomp ability, and also he's immune to spikes as long as he's in a ball. In Knuckles Chaotix, his ability was a wall. It was a wall kick, which was actually a really cool ability. I wish they had the option to replace his usual abilities with the wall kick. You know, kind of like you can replace Sonic's abilities with the Super Peel Out or the Insta Shield. I thought that would have been kind of cool, but maybe that's asking too much. Alright, so they remixed the zones and they changed them up a bit. So So now we got a different time of the day for Green Hill Zone. This kind of reminds me of Sunset Hill Zone. So what do we have here? We got, we can switch to Sonic, but we can't switch back. Tails. So that item box, that was taken directly from Knuckles Chaotix, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, I wanted Ray. Itching, it's so annoying. I want that. Alright, we're Knuckles. Yeah, so the level design's been remixed as well, so that's cool. Hey, we got a thing. I wonder if the special stages are different. I think they are. Hold on. Okay. We can go in here. Is this new? This might be new. This looks new, yeah, this is new. Need more rings. So you get the blue spheres to go faster, rings extend the time you're in the stages. This is more challenging. Now get a speed boost. Whoa, whoa. He is way ahead of me. Why does he have such a lead on me? I'm gonna run out of rings. Way too low. 19 left. Can't catch up to him. How do you avoid that? I was gonna die anyway. Continue? Do those even help? Looked like there was an item box back there. Let me just go see what it was. Lightning shield. Looks like we can get a 1-up, but actually, you know what? I think 1-ups in this version don't help, so it doesn't matter. Victory fanfare is pretty cool for Knuckles. Mighty's is okay. Oh yeah. I forgot, Knuckles has reduced jump ability, so... Whoops. Collecting rings, yeah, there's no point collecting rings. After you get, like, a couple, anyway. Because there's no life counter. It's weird, I don't know why. I'm not sure why they did that. Out of habit, I collect rings anyway. I need those 10 rings. It's a habit. Yeah, no 1-up, no nothing. What is this? Give me that. Ready for a new character. So this is something that most people don't know. The feet don't hurt you at all. When I first played the game, I didn't know that. And even quite a bit into playing this game, I didn't know that. But I know it now. So new chemical plant zone. It's less pink and purple, more blue. I like it. This is like the nighttime chemical plant zone. You can go to the left, but let's go right. In fact, let's go up. We're Tails, so we should explore a little bit, right? Yeah, I made it. Back to Sonic. Can I switch to Mighty? Alright, finally. This time I'm sticking with Mighty. Gotta be careful here. They added that. Oh, this is new. That's new. Kill this guy. That thing can grab you sometimes even when you attack it. It's very annoying. I gotta spin dash right through him. I should probably check out the bonus stages. They might be different, but I'm not sure. You're better off just tanking the hits. Plowing right through this guy. It's faster. Bubble shield. Let's see if this is any different. So that sound, when you get bumped up like that, that's taken from Sonic CD's Wacky Workbench song. And it has the same effect too, except instead of it being a rubber surface, it's like a magnetic surface. Let's see. Let's go up. Is there anything up here? Nope. Hey, what's this? Hey, that's kind of cool. Those question mark item boxes were originally in Sonic 2. Multiplayer. It's pretty neat. Hey, Dragoon. Sonic Mania it has remixed old zones and new zones, so that's both. How are you doing? Go through here using Knuckles, which is pretty cool. Blue chemicals damage you. Here, there's some super rings hidden. They'll take you to the new bonus zones. Which Sonic games have you played? Weird. Hold on. Have you played Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3, and Sonic and Knuckles? Have you played all of those? The new Predator movie, I'm not sure what to think of it yet. I mean, obviously I am gonna watch it, because I'm a Predator fan. I hope it's good. I'm glad it's not a sequel to Predators, because I didn't like... I mean, there were things about it that I liked, but I didn't like the main character. What's his name? Adrian Brody or whatever? I don't like that guy, and I didn't like the character he played. Some people liked him, but I didn't like him. Or here comes Puyo Puyo. Let's see how my Puyo Puyo skills are. You might be wondering, why is this in a Sonic game? It's because there was this game, they reworked Puyo Puyo into a game called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Hey, Chef! Oh, you didn't get the message I started? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there was this game called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which was just Puyo Puyo. All they did was they gave Puyo Puyo a Sonic theme, and they called it a Sonic game. So we got a little bit of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Let's see if we can beat Robotnik, though. Let's see what's the best way to do this. Set up a combo here. Oh, I fucked up. There. I mean, people say he has beautiful eyes. He has a big nose, I know that much. How you doing, Chef? Hey, Churtka! Yeah, it's been so long. How are you doing? Been working? Is he working? Hey, we won already. Robotnik does suck at his own game. Oh wow, it's raining so hard over here. Pokemon Gold. Oh, old school. Old school Pokemon. You know, Pokemon Gold and Silver are the best in my opinion, really. I mean, let's be honest, second generation was the biggest improvement. And I prefer Silver because I like Lugia more than Ho-Oh. You like Ho-Oh more? Ho-Oh I think is better than Moltres. Moltres wasn't so good for like a legendary. It was a little disappointing from what I heard. Can't remember if I used it or not. Are you playing the old school Gold, or are you playing the Heart Gold? Can't sleep because it's so warm? Do you have air conditioning? No air conditioning, I think you said, right? See, that's the problem. When it's hard to sleep when you're too hot. Playing OG Gold on Game Boy Color. On a real Game Boy Color? You know what? I should probably stream OG Silver. Oh wow, that's awesome. Game Boy Color is such a good system. You know, had good battery life, great games. Germans are used to moderate temperatures. Right. You guys have cold winters. Picked it up at the pawn shop. Found the sticks for next to nothing. Whoops. You ever go to any pawn shops, Churtka? What about you, Dragoon? You ever buy anything from a pawn shop before? I honestly have never bought anything from a pawn shop before. I'm okay. Yeah. Just playing games, having fun. You know what I'm saying? You buy brand new stuff, so anything that might be used, you don't even touch it. Might have germs on it, like covered in snot and spit and stuff. Some person's greasy fingers all over it. How's the condition of that Game Boy Color? Is it pretty good? Well, see, the thing is, Chef, he likes to tinker and mod his stuff, so I guess that's the perfect kind of thing to mod a used Game Boy Color. I think you mentioned that you were going to do that, right, Chef? Never bought something at a pawn shop? Do they have pawn shops in Germany? I know they, like, America has a lot of pawn shops. America has a lot of seedy joints. A lot of seedy places. Basically untouched. Gonna mess with it. New screen. Oh wow, that's a big mod. You're like Han Solo. Special modifications. You buy it over eBay. Okay. Is it better to buy graphics cards used? You get a good deal on them? Damn it! You got pawn shops in Germany? I see. Let's see, what do we got here? Jump over that thing, jump over that thing. Maybe more mods after that. Game Boy Advance SP screen is going in this fucker. Oh, you're gonna put a Game Boy Advance screen in it. That sounds like one hell of a modification. I'm impressed that you know how to do that. So you know about soldering electronics and stuff, Chef? I once tried to mod a mod chip into my Sega Saturn by soldering it. And I basically bricked the fucking thing. I mean, it's not totally bricked, but the CD-ROM doesn't work. Like, it starts up, but I think I fucked it up. Maybe one day someone can fix it for me, I don't know. You get a 400 euro card for 200 euros, half price. Always buy Top Gear 2 generations old. Buy a used 980 GTX for 250. Okay. I was in a robotics team in high school. Haven't had a good project like this since then. Oh, okay, that's impressive. That's cool. So you built some robots back in high school? I love robots. See, that's the thing about girls. Like, they don't like robots. I don't know too many girls that like robots. Only guys like robots. But robots are the future. You like robots, right, Dragoon? This game is all about robots, by the way. Dr. Robotnik. Your robotics team was half woman, really? Were they sexy woman, though, or like ugly woman? Care for life more than machines? Not a big robot guy, huh? Let's see. Nerd cute? Nerd cute's good. I'm down with nerd cute. That's my thing. Let's see. So I'm assuming, Churka, you haven't had any time to buy any games. Alright, let's check out... Oh, wow, it's a new bonus stage. Yeah, this is weird. I've never played this before. I want Ray. Come on, give me Ray. we gotta time this properly. There we go. I got Ray. Oh no, I fucked up. Longest running girlfriend in school was part of the rival robotics team. Okay. That's cool. So she knew how to make robots? What kind of robots did you make? Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, really? That's cool. Fuck. Not much wear and tear on hardware? Yeah, that's true. You don't ever touch it, so yeah, that's a really good point. The only thing you need to really worry about, I guess, is, I don't know what they have on GPUs, but I heard, like, sometimes capacitors can leak if they're not high-quality capacitors. Overheating might be an issue if they overclocked it. Yeah, the fans are the only moving parts. I had a fan on my really old PC that failed. I had to replace it. Fallout New Vegas, RE4, 5, 6, and 7. So you beat, I know you beat 4 and 5 before. You beat RE6, and you're now on to 7? Like, Vulcan's smart? It's kind of nuts. Did you feel insecure at all with a smart girlfriend? I'll be honest with you, like, I would feel insecure if, like, my girlfriend was smarter than me. Men are, you know, they always want to be, like, better. What can I say? Just being honest. Turn of the flying battery. Let's see how this zone is reworked. Let's check out the color scheme here. Oh, it's more gold now. That's interesting. This is new. Let's see what's up here. Hey! Special stage action. Alright. These are new special stages, and they seem to be even harder than the original special stages, so... And I'll do my best, but... You were fine with it? I see. How'd she feel about you, though, then? Because, you know, like, a lot of girls... You know, it's kind of weird. Like, you know, with a guy, he's okay. He's okay with his girlfriend being dumber than him, you know, because, you know, sometimes they prefer that. But girls, you know, especially smart girls, like, they don't want to be with a dumbass, you know? She was a little cold. That was the bad part. It's those smart girls, you know? Too cold and calculated. Ah! No! Fuck. Oh no, I wasn't saying you're dumb. I was just making like a general statement about, you know, like really smart girls. You know, like they want someone that's at least their equal, you know. They can't settle for anything less than that. Very rarely, you know, like, can you tell me do you know of any smart girl that's with a dumb guy? I don't know of any smart girl that, like, and I mean like really smart, you know, like you can have someone that's kind of smart being with a dumb guy, that happens, but like really smart girls with like PhDs and stuff like that, if they're like doctors, you know any female doctors that would date anyone other than like someone who is at least their equal? They're never gonna date like a truck driver, a bum. That's not gonna happen. You're a bit of a sapiophile? You're into smart girls? Not a lot of female programmers though. Being with a dumb girl is like a steady crisis to you? I like dumb girls. Shit. My ex-girlfriend was dumb as hell. So stupid. Fuck! Oh, good. Yeah, she was dumb, but she was sexy though. That's the thing. Like, if she's sexy, like, who gives a fuck if she's dumb? Know what I'm saying? What is in this? Like the cute girls, those so-called sex bombs mostly turn you off? You mean sluts? you don't go into the slutty girls? How the hell do I get down from here? Ah. Like, most guys, in my experience, they want to fuck the slutty girls, but then that's it, you know? If I'm completely honest. Like, no committed relationships with them. Let's go here. Those are just my observations. Okay, good. Finally, we're back to mighty. Okay. Level design's mostly similar. It's a little bit different. I like it. It's pretty cool. Some people complain about Encore mode not being different enough, but it's alright. I like how they redesigned the colors and stuff like that. This part's a little tricky. You gotta bounce off these guys and then get up there. It's a little tricky. For some reason, I'm not getting enough height. There we go. Got 2 hits, that's good. This is... like, I've beaten the game many times on normal mode, but this is Encore mode. So I've never played Encore mode before, so it's like kind of like a little bit of a new experience. And Encore mode remixes the levels and changes the color scheme of the levels. So it's new enough. So Mighty's my favorite character, so I want to try and be Mighty as much as I can, because I really like him. These things are kind of dangerous, but there's a guy you can kill, deactivate it. Where is he? He's up there. Where is he? Yeah, there he is, okay. Little Wing Fortress zone here. So it's pretty cool in Sonic Mania. They would combine, they would mix a little bit of the old and the new together. You know, they would put a little bit of Wing Fortress Zone in Flying Battery. Have I played all the Sonic games? No, I haven't. I haven't even played the new one. No matter how much of a Sonic fan I am, like, I can't bring myself to play those shitty fucking games. Like, the new one especially, I mean, Sonic Forces, it pisses me off, honestly, because there's so many bad Sonic games out there, and it would truly be a waste of my time as a fan. You know, I would love to play them all if they were all good, but it's an insult. It's insulting how many bad Sonic games there are, and there shouldn't be any bad Sonic games. But Sega, they, at a certain point, they only, not at a certain point, they always only cared about money. They didn't really care about creating a good game. So they would cut costs everywhere, as much as they could, in order to maximize profits. And what these morons didn't realize is that, you're ruining the legacy and the value of the character. The character's value is highly contingent upon the quality of the games that he's in. And if you keep on releasing shitty fucking games, then the value of the character goes down. And then Sonic got a really bad reputation for just having inferior quality games. So the latest one was Sonic Forces, and it's just... let's go into the bonus stage. It's just... like, I guess it's not total shit from what I've seen, but it's like... it's so amazingly average and uninspired. It's basically like Sonic Generations, except worse. And Sonic Generations wasn't even that good in the first place. And... it's just... not like those franchise abuses like Olympics or other spin-offs. Yeah, I mean, like, those games are also dumb, too. I never bought any of those dumb Olympic games. I really hate those things. I don't know who buys them. I wish they would stop, because they're ruining Sonic. But even in the main series, you have, like, even stuff like Sonic Lost World. I bought Sonic Lost World. It's so amazingly average. Like, I mean, why I couldn't even beat it. There was one part in that game which was awful. Like, at first it was okay, but then there was this one part that's just terrible. And then I just had no interest in ever playing it further. Hey, I'm Mighty. Not Mighty, Ray. He has this cool glide ability. Sonic Generations is good. It's good, but you know, it could be better. But basically, Sonic Forces is great. It's Sonic Generations except worse. Why do I suck? Oh well. Yeah. I have no interest in getting Sonic Forces. I didn't get Sonic Boom. I don't know if you would consider that part of the main series. I don't. Sonic Boom was a piece of shit. And, you know, it's just so much bullshit. The fact that they keep on doing this. So let's hope the next 3D Sonic game is going to be amazing. I really do think they need to hire fans in order to save Sonic, because what they've been doing, what I suspected that they were doing, is they're hiring some kids that are straight out of college that have no familiarity with Sonic the Hedgehog in the first place. They're not fans of Sonic, so they don't know how to make a good Sonic game. And the leadership, the ones who are directing the whole show, they don't know anything about how to make a good Sonic game because they're not fans of Sonic either. Like, in order to make a good game, you need to love the game you're working on. If you don't love the game you're working on, if you don't care about the game you're working on, you're not going to care about the final product. You're not going to care about making it good. By the way, those hang gliders are from Sonic 2 Game Gear. They added that in Sonic Mania Plus. You don't get to control them, unfortunately. I wish you could. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you don't love the game, you're gonna have a terrible, terrible product. Every single bad game that's out there, I can guarantee you, the people working on those games did not give a fuck about the game. So if they don't give a fuck, how can they expect anyone else to give a fuck? You know what they say, like, it's a labor of love. You can tell when they put effort into it. You know? You can just tell. It's not hard. Yeah, Sonic Mania was actually made by fans. Sonic Mania was made by a guy named Christian Whitehead. I don't want to get that. Christian Whitehead he was originally a fan hacker. He made some fan-made games of Sonic. The most famous of them is, I believe it's called Sonic Retro. I actually played a little bit of the demo back in the day. Unfortunately, he never finished it, and we didn't know why. Later on, we found out it was because he was hired by Sega to make a port of Sonic CD. And after he made the port of Sonic CD, he then convinced Sega to allow him to make ports of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 for Android, and that's it. And the ports were really good. They had widescreen support and everything. And Sonic 2 even had a bonus level. So after that, he then convinced Sega to let him do what he always wanted to do, and that was create a brand new game. And that game became Sonic Mania. Christian Whitehead is his name. Very talented guy. Loves Sonic. Hopefully they'll let him make more games. Exactly, yeah. The ports, apparently the ports were running on like some kind of new game engine. Actually, it was another engine. It wasn't even like it wasn't emulated. So that's why they had widescreen support, and they could add in some extra features, some new features like new levels and stuff like that. They added Hidden Palace Zone to Sonic 2, which was a level that was originally gonna be in the original Sonic 2, but they took it out due to, you know, time. You know, they were running out of time and stuff like that. So Christian Whitehead added that level in. He was also gonna add in Dust Hill Zone. That was another deleted level. But there was some issue with that. So what happened was Dust Hill Zone was then reworked into Mirage Saloon Zone, which is in this game. So we'll see that soon. Some, like, the ports of Sonic 1 and 2, they never saw release on anything other than Android and maybe iPad OS. So a lot of fans are annoyed by that because the best versions of Sonic 1 and 2 are only available on mobile platforms, you know, tablets and smartphones, and you can't play it on PC. So some fans are not pleased with that. They would like to see, you know, the best versions of Sonic 1 and 2 on, you know, consoles and PC. No problem, Jerka. New Vegas. Yeah, I haven't played New Vegas yet. I was thinking about playing Fallout again, but I'm not sure. I mean, it'd be cool to play it again. I definitely like that game. Fallout 3, I mean. I'm a huge fan of Fallout. Fallout 1 and 2, I'm an old school fan, though. How do I get off of this thing? Okay, this is the way. Let's see how well I do on this special stage. For New Vegas. Heard a lot of people prefer New Vegas as well. Why does he have such a big head start? Catch up to this bastard, let's go. I think we got him, yeah, there we go. So you only got 1 year for it? I guess in a sense that's not too bad because they were able to use the engine that Fallout 3 was running under, so they just had to basically make like a mod to Fallout 3. But yeah, more development time would have helped, of course. Obsidian also worked on Knights of the Old Republic 2, and there was a lot of cut content in that game as well. Choices matter more in New Vegas? Oh, really? That's kind of cool. Nothing happens. You just pass right through it. Looks mostly the same. I guess it's a little less screen, a little more icy, maybe. Yeah. Their games are really buggy, and they have this unfinished feel to them. That's something Owly once mentioned to me. Like she said she played Skyrim, but she didn't really like it because it has that buggy, unfinished feel to it. And you know, I can get that. Like if you want a really polished game that, you know, it feels like it's totally bug-free and, you know, rock solid, then, you know, Bethesda is just they're not the ones. They're not the company. That's not their specialty. Let's put it that way. But they are great at making big worlds, big open worlds. And like, if you could look past the kind of bugginess of their games, then they are actually great. I loved Fallout 3. I just didn't consider it. I didn't consider it a real Fallout game. That's all. Just have to level up and all is good. As opposed to getting stuck forever. You prefer really harsh punishments for not being well. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. That was weird. What the fuck was that? Let's check out the bonus stage, why not? I don't even know exactly what the point is. Like, what am I trying to do here? What the fuck? Like, it controls, like, kind of weirdly. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm great at pinball or anything, but like, it feels like it's a little too easy to fall into that pit. Whatever you call it. Yeah, the only, I haven't played like a ton of Obsidian games. The ones I have played is, Knights of the Old Republic 2, and I'll be honest, it's not as good as the original. I think they made Neverwinter Nights 2 as well. I mean, I never played that either because I didn't even like the original. They usually make sequels to games that other people make, RPGs that other people make, and because of that, they kind of have like a bad reputation. They kind of feel like a B-roll development studio. It's like they get the sloppy seconds of the RPG world, you know? No problem, Chirka. You have to plan your approach. You gotta think. Gotta use your head. Alright, so this is Stardust Speedway. This was a Sonic CD level. They made this one a little bit more yellowish. What? These things are pretty cool. So one of these days, I still need to play a bunch of other Sonic games that I haven't played yet. There's Sonic Advance 2 and Sonic Advance 3. So we definitely want to play those eventually. Those were released on the GBA. There was also the Sonic Rush series. Sonic Rush 1 was great, Sonic Rush 2 was not great. And Sonic Colors is kind of the unofficial Sonic Rush 3, I guess. I haven't played that one either, but I heard from some people that it actually might very well be the best in the series. I just wish they didn't call it Sonic Colors, because it makes it sound like an inferior version of the real Sonic Colors. But no, it's not. Sonic Advance 1 and 2, yeah. They're great games. They're a little more sluggish than the Genesis games. Their art style isn't terrible, but I didn't like it as much as these games. But it's nice that they did something different. And they are great games in their own right. And also, one of these days we need to do Sonic 4 Episode 2. We did Sonic 4 Episode 2 a little bit once, but we didn't beat it, so we need to go back and do that one day. We'll set aside a day. I think I just did that, like, at the last minute, at the end of a stream. And so we didn't really get far into it. So we'll set aside a day and just do that whole game. One of these, one day. I don't know when, but one day. The Sonic Advance series, I think Sonic Advance 3 might be the best. Sonic Advance 2 has a lot of speed, so I like that. You'll notice I'm taking a lot of hits. That's normal, you know, like sometimes you can tank through the enemies of tanks using invincibility frames. You know, so it's worth just taking the hit, tanking it, and then using invincibility frames to kill the boss. So that right there, if you don't know what that's all about, in the original Sonic CD, you had to go back in time. You could actually travel in time in that game. In order to travel in time, you had to get you have to hit one of those signposts, and then run for a set period of time, for a few seconds, and then you'll travel back in time. Or forward through time. That machine that you saw, that was a roboticizer. You have to travel into the past, find it, and then destroy it. And then when you do that, you get a good future. So you have, like, each stage has, like, 4 different versions of it, which is crazy for a game that came out back then. They were only able to do it because of the increased capacity that the CD format would give over cartridges. So you had a present-day version of the stage, you had a past version of the stage, and then you would have 2 futures, good and bad futures. So a total of 4 versions of the same stage, and each one had like a different color scheme, you know, altered level design. It's really amazing. So that's why a lot of people consider Sonic CD to be one of the best Sonic games in the entire series. So yeah, in order to get a good future, you had to go back in time and then destroy the roboticizer. The other way to do it is to get all the time stones, which is that game's equivalent to Chaos Emeralds. And the special stages for Sonic CD are probably the best in the series. Like, maybe, you know, you could say the special stages in this game could be the best, but I'd say that Sonic CD still has the best. Oops, damn it. So, you might think that this looks a little cluttered. That's because it is. That's the nature of Sonic CD's level design. They all kind of have this cluttered look to them. Alright, so now we have like a little race with Metal Sonic. This took place in Sonic CD as well. It was very challenging in that game. Because the controls weren't as good, Sonic accelerated a little bit more slowly. And didn't have widescreen support like this game does, so you can't see as far ahead as you can in this game. Alright, so now he's going to be launching a bunch of these little mini Sonics at us. This is actually Silver Sonic. Silver Sonic made his first appearance in Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. Sonic 2 was one of the hardest Sonic games ever created. Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. Probably the hardest Sonic game ever created. Despite that, Silver Sonic in that game is the easiest boss in the game. Despite being the second to last boss. Okay, this boss is surprisingly difficult. How I won anyway. Okay. Oh no, I didn't win. I'm still alive. It's a little weird how Encore mode works. Okay. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it has the same name, but it's a different game. It's not a mere port. It's a totally different game with different zones. Sonic 1 for the Game Gear is also the same thing. Some of the zones are the same, but most of them are different. I'm trying to think now. Actually, in Sonic 2, I don't think any of the zones are the same. It does have Green Hill Zone, but Green Hill Zone wasn't in Sonic 2 for the Genesis. As for Sonic 1 had, for the Game Gear, had Green Hill Zone as well. Oh wow, the color scheme's so different here. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, so Sonic 1 for the Game Gear had Green Hill Zone, but that was the only level that it had in common with it, I think. Oh wait, maybe it had Scrambled it. What's it called? What's the name of it? Not Scrambled Egg Zone. I don't know why I can't think of it. The last zone in Sonic 1, I forgot the name. Jeez, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't know why I'm having a blank here. I keep on thinking of Scrambled Egg Zone, but Scrambled Egg Zone is the name of the second to last zone in Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. Whatever the name is, that's the level it has in common with it. Okay, jump up here. Looks like the level design so far is mostly the same. Overall, yeah, a little disappointing, but it's not that big of a deal. It's a new experience anyway. These bubbles that I'm traveling in, they originally appeared in Sonic 2 for the Game Gear as well. They never made an appearance in a main Sonic title until this game. So you could tell Christian Whitehead, he was a huge Sonic fan. Like, he knows everything. Like, all the stuff that I know, he knows. He grew up playing the Genesis games, he played the Game Gear games. Like, this is what we call a super fan. He knows his shit. Bubbles pop here, but we're not gonna pop our bubble. There we go. Good, back to Mighty. Alright, boss time. This boss is kind of interesting. You get to fly around in Robotnik's little egg ship, whatever the hell you call it. This is the hardest part of this level, for noobs, that is. You're not a noob, though. Come on, you fucker. Fucker, get back here. Mighty! Got through Act 1. That's such a cool name too, Mighty. So when Sonic was originally conceived as a character, they were debating between two different anthropomorphic animals. Yeah, we're gonna fall through. It's alright. They were debating between a hedgehog and an armadillo. The reason was because they wanted an animal that could roll into a ball. And both of those animals could roll into a ball. So actually Mighty was one of the prototypes for the original Sonic. They got rid of the dun 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 music. I like that. I like that they got rid of that stupid shit. I'm gonna leave that box alone. Doesn't matter. We got the bubble shield. Tails can fuck you up. Yeah, he used to be my favorite character when I was a kid, but Sega ruined his character by having annoying kids voice him and having him being annoying in the games. Like, he was actually pretty cool in Sad Am, the cartoon. You know, and he was also obviously very cool in the games. I mean, he was just like Sonic, except he could fly. He was better. Who wouldn't love him? But then they ruined his character, so you can thank Sega for fucking him up. Little known one-up. There's a one-up over here. Oh, they changed it. Okay. Yeah, we'll switch it up. Switch the knuckles, I guess. Damn it! Back to Mighty, good. Mighty's a good character for new players as well, because, like I said, if he's in a ball, you saw that projectile bounce right off of me. When he's in a ball, he's immune to most damage. About the only thing that can hurt him is, like, crushing things. That'll kill you, even if you're in a ball. But stuff like spikes, projectiles, they won't hurt you. But he will bounce off and then be vulnerable in that state, but, you know, gives you another chance, you know, another hit. That's definitely beneficial. So, Mighty's a very good character to use. Yeah, he's pretty good. Not as good, though. But he can glide, and he can glide better than Knuckles. I like how they had him glide, like his glide ability is different. The physics are different. So it makes it unique. It's pretty cool. So I was watching Allie play this game, and she sucked so much on this part. Like, she would die over and over again. You know, but, you know what you're doing, it's not that bad. It's hard the first time. But, and you know what you're doing, it's not that bad. This is actually the Act 1 boss in the original Sonic 3. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, got it. In this game, it's the final boss. Weird. That's a weird transition. That's a new transition they added for Sonic Plus. Here we are, Mirage Saloon. So this is new. Okay, this is cool. Okay, they got rid of the I like this. They got rid of the jeez, why can't I think of the name? The Sky Chase zone analog. He gave us a real platforming section. It's cool. Must be a long game. Sonic Mania? By platforming standards, Yeah, I mean, it has a good amount of zones, 2 acts per zone, so it's a good amount. And they added a lot more content in Sonic Mania Plus. So, lots of good stuff. I would say, yeah, it might be a little bit longer than Sonic 3 and Knuckles combined. Because like some of the zones in Sonic and Knuckles were really short. Like Sky Sanctuary, for example, was only 1 act for Sonic, whereas in Knuckles, it was just a boss fight. Hidden Palace Zone was very, very short, mostly just a boss fight. So because of that, yeah, it might... Because Sonic Mania doesn't have anything like that. All the zones are fully fleshed out. Back to Mighty. Brought back the seesaw thing. That's cool. Not really sure where the hell to go. Okay. So this is all new to me. All this stuff, this is all new level design. Really cool. Seltzer water. I love seltzer water. These are the train cars from Scott from the original Garage Saloon. Oh, cool! Turned into nighttime. How do we get into that dig ring over there? See, I don't want to miss it. Maybe I already missed it. I don't know how to get in there. Oh wow. So this gun is taken from a game called Mirage Silhouette. Oh, look at this guy. This is the boss from Sonic Chaos. That's pretty cool. Sonic Chaos, the Gigaopolis zone. I like this. This is actually technically the same boss from the original version of the zone. But before he was attacking us while we were flying in the airplane and stuff. And now his attack patterns are identical to how they were in Sonic Chaos, which I love. That's really cool. So yeah, like I said before, Mirage Saloon was originally gonna be Dusk Hill Zone for the Android version of Sonic 2. So all the leftover work that was in that game, that zone, they brought it over to Sonic Mania, finished it up, improved it, called it Mirage Saloon Zone. Pretty cool. We get like a nighttime version of Mirage Saloon in Encore mode. I was kind of afraid they might try to make it icy, because according to some reports, Dust Hill Zone from Sonic 2 was supposed to have like an ice version of the same zone for like Act 2 or something like that. And if you ever played Sonic 2 Complete, which is a fan hack, They try to incorporate that into their version of Dust Hill Zone, and it's not good. It doesn't look right, and it's not right. Unfortunately, Sonic 2 Complete is not good at all. The level design for all the zones they added into that fan hack are very poorly designed. Like, it just feels like it was designed by an amateur that doesn't know how to make a Sonic level to save his life. But anyway. That's Knack the Weasel, or I should say, Fang the Sniper. Fang the Sniper made his first appearance in Sonic Triple Trouble for the Game Gear. Sonic Triple Trouble was originally called Sonic and Tails 2 in Japan, which is a better name, honestly. That's Bark the Bear. I think he was originally in Sonic the Fighters. That's Dynamite the Duck, who was in Sonic the Fighters. Fang the Sniper is pretty cool. Despite his American name being Knack the Weasel, he's not a weasel. He's supposed to be an animal called a Cherboa, which is a very obscure animal. Not too many people know what a Cherboa is. But it's actually a very cute animal. Alright, here's the reworked Oil Ocean. And the reworked color design is, I don't know, similar to the original, not that different. Let's get this flame shield. This is my favorite part of this zone. That you can light up the oil on fire if you have the flame shield. It's so cool. I'm so glad they added that in. No! Oh wow. See how Act 2 looks like. Probably the same, more or less. Ocean is one of the coolest looking levels, one of the most original level themes too. It's so easy for Sonic to go into the same old tropes. You know, the casino level, the ice level, the fire level. Oil Ocean is one of those levels that doesn't try to be like anything else. It's totally original and there's nothing else like it. Where the hell do we go? Go down. And it's great music too. Knew that was gonna happen. And this fucker. What? That's so fucked up. I think they added that little propeller thing on the bottom to him. Maybe I'm just out of my mind. I don't know. Looks like they turned all the pollution into a bluish gray color now. Well, this was how it was in the original Sonic Mania as well. But they changed the color of it. Now it's like, it used to be reddish, but now it's like bluish grayish. Yeah, they added that smoke, bad pollution. This is what's gonna happen. Global warming goes out of control. So you gotta hit those switches, which are the same switches that you see in Sonic and Knuckles. For Sandopolis Zone. And that'll get rid of the pollution. If the pollution persists on the screen for too long, your rings begin to deplete. Global warming. Trump is the real-life Dr. Robotnik. You can see Dr. Robotnik's symbol on that that smokestack up there in the background. That's kind of funny. That means Dr. Robotnik is causing... Oh, shit. He's causing massive air pollution. What's the D-list endangered species? I didn't know that. Which ones? I didn't know that. Why? Are a bunch of hunter fuckers lobbying him? Throwing money at him and then saying, delist these things? Waste of money? How is money being wasted on them being listed as endangered species? It's a waste of money. Does he mean like it's a waste of money protecting them? You wouldn't have to spend a dime on protecting them. Just punish the hunters appropriately. So there's active efforts to recover the populations of the red wolf, so they're being bred or something? By the way, this game, Claw game, this was taken from Knuckles Chaotix as well. Lots of inspiration and homages to older games and stuff like that. They want to allow farmers to shoot them? Piece of shit farmers, you mean? Piece of shit hicks? That can be a little tricky, that fight. It can be a really tricky fight. By the way, the submarine's also taken from Knuckles Chaotix as well. I was playing a little bit of Knuckles Chaotix earlier today. It's such a wonderful game. I really like it. I know it gets a bad rap from dumbasses, but you have to appreciate it for what it is. It's not going to be like the other games, because they were trying to do like a two-player thing with it. This is a new stage transition. They added it in Sonic Plus, Sonic Mania Plus. It's really cool. Alright, let's check out this new color scheme. Looks like it's just more red. Doesn't look all that different. Oh, they added, they changed this up. Oh, they changed the location of the switch here. Back to Mighty. Flame Shield. Here. Yeah, I don't really like the change color scheme here. It's just more red. Like everything has like a red tinge to it, but it doesn't add anything. Just makes it more red. Let's see how the other Act 2 looks like. Hopefully it looks a little bit better. Ah, why did I get that? They changed the placement of that switch. I kind of wish Encore mode was like hard mode. I think that would have been kind of cool. That's new. That area, I mean, that area is still in the original game, but having all those flame fireball shooters, pretty sure that's new. Damn it. That's kinda new. Okay, I am not gonna point out every single new thing. That would get annoying fast. Do I consider myself a pro? No. I make levels that I like, and not all of my levels are top quality. I don't strive for AAA quality in every single level I make. Some levels are, you know, better than others, and that's fine with me. I'm proud of some of the levels I made, but in terms of complexity, I know that other people have made more complex levels. That doesn't necessarily mean they are better, though. I make the kind of levels that I like to play. But, it's not necessarily the kind of levels that... You know, I don't like to make puzzle-like levels. I prefer more platformy levels. So the way you gotta kill this guy, it took me a while to actually figure out what the hell you need to do in order to kill him. You have to let the fire... You have to keep on letting him hit the ground, and then the fire will kill his armor, and then you can hit him. Journeyman? Journeyman. What are you talking about, journeyman? Are you a journeyman, Dragoon? Okay, this is kind of interesting. Okay, I like this redesign. This looks better. It's a much more interesting color design. I wish they improved the Act 1 one to kind of make both look good. But yeah, I like this. I like the purple, I like the blue. This looks great. Journeyman is a... It's like a... It describes a level of professionalism. I'm not familiar with it. I've heard of it before, but I don't... Like, I heard it in like a video game somewhere, but I can't remember. Forsaken? Forsaken, he's new to Mario Maker. I've been making levels longer than he has. I have a lot more too. I mean, his levels are pretty good. Good start. I offered suggestions on how to improve some. Oh, you mean... Oh, I thought you were talking about Forsaken. You're talking about Christian Whitehead. Yeah, he is. I mean, of course, you have to be. This jump sound has a cult factor, but it can be really annoying if you don't play it by yourself. You mean this sound? Yeah. I don't really like the jump sound. They improved it in Sonic CD. They toned it down. They toned down the obnoxiousness. And it sounds a lot better in Sonic CD. Unfortunately, they have that high-pitched... I agree with you, it doesn't sound great. Definitely the Sonic CD one is the one I prefer. Robotic Plesiosaurs, these guys are from Sonic 2, Hilltop Zone. If we were Knuckles, we could have busted through that wall, but it's okay. Gotta go up this way. Alright, so this is all new level design. This is kind of neat. Unfortunately, you're going to hear that sound a lot. I mean, in platformers, jumping is what you do 99% of the time. So, yeah, you're going to be hearing that jump noise a lot. Sorry about that. Where are we off to now? Hidden Palace Zone? Yeah, this is the analog to Hidden Palace Zone. That is the boss. Alright, it's a good thing we're fighting this boss as Mighty, because when he's in a ball, he's invincible to attacks. He'll just bounce right off. And yeah, you get hit by this guy a lot, because he's swinging a big fucking thing. See that? 2 hits, good. Got him. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. You gotta jump in this game. If you don't jump, you die. So this is a new stage transition. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Chertka. Alright, Metallic Madness, and then there's one more zone, and then that's it. So the Metallic Madness, this is another level from Sonic CD. It's quite a bit of stuff from Sonic CD. Christian Whitehead must have been a big fan. I don't blame him. It's a great game. This is not one of the levels I would have used, though. So you can actually just jump right on top of this thing and never take a single bit of damage. Let's see, from Sonic CD... Palm Tree Panic I would have chosen. That's kind of like the Green Hills Zone version of Sonic CD. That was a really good one. What else was good? Turtle Gaming. Thank you so much for the follow. Wonder if Turtle Gaming likes turtles. Remember that meme? I like turtles. Thank you for the follow. You like turtles, Dragoon? You a turtle kind of guy? I like Galapagos turtles. Galapagos tortoises, I think that they're called. This is kind of neat. You get launched into the background and stuff. Gives you a little bit of depth in a 2D game. It's neat. Checkpoint, and let's go up this way. Since we're Tails, why not? Oh, good. Alright, there's a new special stage, so I'm probably gonna lose. Oh man, that's new. Wow, okay. Wow! Damn it. That was fast. So I really hope Christian Whitehead makes a new game, whether it's Sonic Mania 2 or even better, like a Sonic 5. You know, I was thinking that they should probably just retcon Sonic 4 and call it like Sonic Remix or something. Then Christian Whitehead can make the real Sonic 4. But that might confuse people. So I guess you might as well just call it Sonic 5. But yeah, I'd rather see a Sonic 5. Did you miss all the gems in the stage, or is it for the whole game? I mean the Chaos Emeralds? If you miss it, I mean in order to get to the special stage, you need to find the super rings. If you miss it, I mean you can always find more, but I don't know where they are. I'm not really sure how it works in this version, actually. It plays multiple characters. I mean, do they all become super form? I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I was talking about before. Like they give like a little bit of depth in this game where that you can be launched into the background. I like that. Nice save. Are just weird. I gotta continue in a game that has saves, so... Continues in ever since Sonic 3 have been useless. Because, like I said, you can save the game and continue where you left off anytime. You have infinite continues. Alright, so this boss fight is actually the, boss fight, the final boss fight for Sonic 1. And I still can't remember the name of the final zone in Sonic 1. That's gonna bother me so much. Ah, wrong one. I don't know why I can't remember it. My memory's been so bad. I forget stuff that I grew up with. In all fairness, I didn't really grow up with Sonic 1. I didn't actually have it as a kid. I only got to play it during the age of emulation. But I grew up with Sonic games, and I knew about it, obviously. Here comes kind of a tricky part. You can easily get crushed here. There we go. Let me check my phone, because if I don't check this, it's gonna drive me nuts. Final Zone is actually technically called Final Zone. Hold on. I just need to know what the name of it. Scrap Brain Zone, that's the name of it. Jeez, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. I kept on thinking of Scrambled Egg Zone. I knew it was like a weird name. And that's why I kept on thinking of Scrambled Egg Zone. It's Scrap Brain Zone, which is a very strange name. But it's a cool name, though. Turn into Mini Sonic. That's probably why Shin White had included this zone Probably just for the gimmickiness of being small. There's no point to it. For this game, that was the only time that ever happened. Kinda neat, I guess. But that's about it. Let's switch to Mighty. Yeah. That's a power-up that does that. It just makes them easier to collect and use them. This is a little annoying. Let's go down here. Good music. All the music in this game. Reach it? No. No! Damn it! I was trying to get up there, but I couldn't get there in time. It's kind of interesting how there's, you know, it just puts you back in the action right away. I kind of like that. I mean, I haven't been dying much, so it doesn't happen often. Like, how many times did I die throughout this entire playthrough? Maybe 2 times? 3 at the most? Let's just say I'm a Sonic master. What are you saying? Would be damn cool level designers for Sonic? What do you mean? I don't know if I want to do these bonus stages anymore. I mean, like, what's the point anyway? They're not that good, I don't think. What do you guys think of these bonus stages? Are these any good? You mean like a kind of like Mario Maker except for Sonic, you mean? The physics are a little weird. Like, it feels like a little light. It doesn't feel like a real real ball bearing like in a real pinball game. The only thing is that it would be harder to make them just because Sonic levels are so much more complex. So it's harder to make like a good Sonic level than it is to make a good Mario level. Like Mario levels are very simplistic in their design. Whereas with Sonic you have multiple tiers, multiple levels, multiple paths. People can learn, and yeah, you know, sure. I mean, if they can make a snap map for Doom 2016, then you can definitely make a level editor for Sonic. I'm just saying it would be a bigger challenge to make a good level. Bonus stages don't match the quality of the rest of the game. The clunky stuff is a Sonic classic. That's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't think of it that way. Yours bigger than one title. Here we do a boss fight where where we have a little bunch of little toy guys. You have to kill them all. Chutka, have you ever made any levels for any games? Like, have you ever made any Doom levels or Quake levels or anything like that? Have you ever tried your hand at level design? I used to make some levels for Warcraft 2 back in the day. There was a level editor, a map editor in that game, which was actually kind of cool. StarCraft also had a map editor, which was pretty neat. You know, the tools were really simple to use. But, yeah, other than that and Mario Maker, never really tried my hand at that. Love how Sonic Mania catched the early 90s style of Sonic games. Yeah, it uses that brilliant 16-bit style, but it's like an enhanced version of it. They describe it as how a Sonic game would have looked like if it were on the Sega Saturn. So I guess technically you could say that this is a 32-bit version of Sonic. So yeah, it has like more advanced capabilities than anything that was on the Genesis. And it looks great, yeah. Especially with the widescreen support and everything. Oh, you made Battle Block Theater. Levels in Battle Block Theater. They're harder than Super Meat Boy. Nice. No, I don't. I made them when I was a kid. Oh yeah, I forgot that Super Meat Boy has a level editor too. It's pretty cool. If they ever make a Mario 5, they need to have a level editor in that too. Well, they're lost. I mean, I made them when I was a kid on an old computer that I don't have anymore. I never backed them up. No, I can't even remember what they were like, honestly. Think we can go up here. This is mostly new level design, actually. This is kind of neat. I was pretty young. Younger than that, much younger than that. 15. Like, I was 13 when StarCraft came out. So, when I made levels for Warcraft 2, I was even younger. Somewhere around there, yeah. When I was a kid, we had a Pentium 90 megahertz. That was probably the first really good PC that we had. I loved it. I could play so many games on it. I played MechWarrior 2 on that thing. Played Duke Nukem 3D, Doom. Some of the newer games like MechWarrior 2, they didn't run that great on it, but they could still run. MechWarrior Mercenaries was MechWarrior Mercenaries kind of chugged on it though. So we're talking like Windows 95 days. Seems like it wants me to go up, so I guess we'll go up. Windows 95 has like the longest legacy of any operating system in the history of computers. Like, that same stupid interface with the taskbar and everything, they still use it. You know, like they never figured out a better interface to it. They tried to get rid of it in Windows 8, but it didn't work because they didn't have a good alternative to it. Like the start menu didn't replace it. That was the problem. Like, it's okay to get rid of it. They just need to have a good replacement for it. And they didn't have any good ideas to replace it with something better. Windows 98 was basically just Windows, like an improved version of Windows 95. It was very similar. That's actually the operating system that my 933 megahertz computer used. That's the one I used. That was the last PC I ever bought with my own money, actually. I still haven't gotten a new one. I still haven't bought a new one myself. I mean, I obviously have newer PCs, but my parents bought them. Oh no, we gotta go down left. Windows 98 was good for the time, but you know, it was still buggy as hell. And it was still based off of DOS. So, yeah, it was still based off of old shit. A little too much old shit. Oddly enough, there was never a Windows 9. They went from Windows 8 directly to Windows 10. I think the reason for that was because they claimed there were so many improvements that they went directly to 10, version 10 already, and it's like, that was bullshit. Everybody knew that was bullshit. I did. In fact, this computer is technically a Windows 8 machine. No, they weren't good. The main problem was they got rid of the start menu, and like I just mentioned, how that's a problem is that it's okay to get rid of it, but then you need something that does everything that it could do and do it better, and they didn't have anything like that. I mean, mean, it was old and clunky. I mean, it looked uglier too than Windows 7. I don't know how they managed to pull that off. Like, Windows 7 had kind of like this nice polished look to it all, whereas Windows 8 felt rushed and unfinished. So does Windows 10, honestly. DOS was not much more than a file system with some command line commands. Windows 95, 98 were just programs. Yeah, it was kind of like a GUI for DOS, I guess. Before the days of DirectX, Windows 95 and shit. Windows 95 was so slow for games. So you actually had to quit out of Windows 95 in order to play games. Even the versions that could work on Windows 95, you didn't want to play those versions because they were slower than their DOS counterparts. So I remember at the time, we used Windows 95 and Windows 3.1, like more Windows 3.1 as like, hey, Forsaken, what's up? Like, in order to operate your computer, you didn't even really need Windows back then. So like, for like Windows 3.1, you would actually start the computer up in DOS, and then you would have to run Windows from there. Like, very few people back then actually ran Windows directly from boot. It would boot into DOS first, and then you would have to type in CD Windows, and then type in Win, and start up Windows that way. And you would just use Windows... I can't even remember what the hell we used Windows for back then. I think to play Solitaire or Minesweeper? I can't remember. How you doing, Forsaken? I guess like MS Paint was kind of neat. Like back then those things were new, and there weren't a lot of DOS things that used the mouse. So the fact that you could use the mouse in Windows was kind of neat at the time. So like anything that used, like Microsoft Paint was kind of fun to use, but you just messed around with it. Like that's it. Like it's hard to imagine, like that today. Like we have Photoshop and stuff like that, and it's used for serious work. Back then, like no one used fucking MS Paint for serious work. You just used it for shits and giggles. Working on a new Mario Maker level? Oh, cool. Looking forward to seeing it. But Forsaken, do you think you can maybe try beat my level, though? That'd make me so happy if you could beat my level. the Sunny Day Nightmare. Yeah, Solitaire. There was also Free Cell. I can't remember if they had Free Cell back. I think Free Cell was Windows 95 days. Oh, I remember another thing. Like, there used to be like you could get like a Windows 3.1 like games pack, and it came with all these like stupid games. And one of them was Ski Free. This game called Ski Free. I remember playing that, and that was pretty neat. Before Windows programs directly told the hardware what to do, they just wrote directly into the frame buffer. of the graphics cards, yeah. That's like the technical way of saying it was slower. Much slower. But yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, if you can't beat it, you know, I understand. I might try to modify it. Honestly, like, it might be really hard to figure out a good way to modify it, though, but... Yeah, if you could give it another shot, that'd be great. Before Windows 3.1, there was Windows 3, which I don't think was all that different from 3.1. I honestly don't know what the difference is between Windows 3 and 3.1. Jertka might know. Before then, there was Windows 1 and 2. Those I'm not familiar with. From what I heard, Bill Gates basically stole Mac OS and made Windows 1.0. Windows abstracts hardware with general interface and decides what is hardware accelerated and what is computed by the CPU. It's time for a new OS. A new OS for PC gaming. Who's with me on that one? Oh boy. Okay. No opinion from Forsaken? Forsaken's not a PC gamer, that's the thing. He doesn't have a strong opinion about the matter. Do you have any PC games, Forsaken? Can you name like one single game you have for the PC? I said I think it's time for a new operating system for PC gaming. I asked who's with me on that one. Because I strongly believe that we can do better than Windows. Dragoon's with me. SteamOS. See, like, that's the thing, you know, like, I had high hopes for SteamOS because, you know, like, Steam was fairly successful. SteamOS is based upon Linux, I believe. And that would have been fine. But, I mean, I never tried SteamOS, but from what I heard from people who've used it, it's not good. Or it's... like, I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with it. It might be too basic, or it doesn't have enough features to differentiate itself, or make it superior to Mac or Windows. That might be the problem. Oh man, I'm not doing something. Hey, X-Infected! Alright, this is the final boss, by the way. This is one of those final bosses that becomes easier as the game goes on. I'm not going to complain. because this is kind of hard. Oh boy, this is bad. That's okay. If your game doesn't work well, you're in trouble. Ah, I died. What happened? Was there... What the fuck? Do I have to do the whole thing over again? No. So maybe that's the point it continues? Okay. Let's not die this time. Many games have sound problems or graphical glitches? Really? You would think that an OS that's designed specifically to run games should be, like, good at running games.
You'd think they'd, like, maybe put some effort into that.
Right. Yeah. Just they need to improve it maybe. You know, I think there's potential with improving it, making it better. You know, just because this Steam OS didn't do so well, I'd rather see like a Steam OS that works well than Half-Life 3. I didn't even like Half-Life 2. I didn't even like Half-Life 1. So I really don't care about Half-Life. I'd rather see them try and make a good gaming OS. Damn it! Jeez. Alright, we can't fuck this up anymore. We can't be too greedy. Unfortunately, this boss really does require you to tank hits in order to fight him effectively. Otherwise, the fight goes on for way too long. Right. Lack of support. That's too bad, because I really want to see... You know, maybe, like, Valve can make better deals with game studios or something. I don't know. They need to, like, remove Microsoft's stranglehold on the gaming market. But that, since Microsoft still has that stranglehold, they don't want to give that up. So, you know, like, maybe Microsoft should step it up and maybe improve their product so that it sucks a little bit less. I actually managed to avoid it. Wow. That thing's almost impossible to avoid. I'm gonna get hit. I know it. Yeah, I know it. It's okay as long as I got all my rings back. The Xbox Marketplace. Shit, I'm out of rings. Alright, we're gonna have to play it safe here. Okay, good. Oh, no! Good. 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 That was very close. There's no avoiding those hands. Damn it. Why did I fuck that up? This again. Get me out of here. Okay, good. This is bad. I lost my ring. This is the worst time to be getting game overs and things. Alright, I'm gonna have to concentrate for this. I'm just gonna have to play it really safe. Wish that wasn't safe. Guess I got an extra hit in. I'm gonna have to tank a few hits here. I just need to hit him more. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, at least I got a second hit in. Because I need to hit him faster. I need to kill him faster. As few cycles as possible. It's okay if I get hit here, because I can recover the ring pretty easily. Damn it, couldn't get the other one in. Okay. It's almost dead. Watch for the spikes. And he's dead. Got him. A little closer than I would like, but, well, a win's a win. Thank you, X-Infected. Thank you, Dragoon. Alright, that's it. That was Sonic Mania Plus. Encore mode. There he is, Christian Whitehead, the guy who made the game. Thank you, Churka. I'm sorry, I missed the last thing you said. Something about Forza and Gears of War? Lead programmer, Christian Whitehead. A review? You guys want to hear a review? What should I say? I mean, like, it's kind of hard to review a game like this because, like, I'm such a big fan. And, you know, like, when a game is so good and you're such a big fan over it, like, you end up just saying, like, lots of nice things about it. You know, it's easier to criticize a bad game than a really good game. So I guess I'll just gush over it. I mean, everyone knows I'm a huge Sonic fan, and this is a return to form for Sonic. It pretty much encapsulates everything I love about, you know, 2D Sonic. And it is arguably the best 2D Sonic game. Maybe even better than Sonic 3 and Knuckles, although maybe Sonic 3 and Knuckles has better level design. But, like, everything about this game is just so good. The graphics, the level design, the new zones. And in the Plus version, you know, they just add more. They add more characters. I really love Mighty, and I really love Ray the Squirrel. I like how they have new abilities. It encourages replayability. Even the special zones are arguably the best. I mean, you could say maybe Sonic CD is at least as good, if not better. But really, yeah, the special stages in this are really fun to play. The only, like, kind of negative thing I guess I could say about it, I'm not a huge fan of those bonus stages in Sonic Plus. Encore mode is cool. I like how they remix and redo, like, the level themes and stuff like that. Add, you know, change the color palette, and they modify the level design. The only thing is they could have modified the level design even more. I think what they should have done was just made it, like, a hard mode, and made the game harder. for hardcore fans. That's pretty much it. One of the other things I really love about this game is that it's able to tell a story without any words, and that's the best way to make a 2D game and have a story in it. So it follows very closely to Sonic 3 and Knuckles in that it's able to convey a good story, you know, and like in all these other 3D Sonic games, they have these terrible stories with voice acting and crap like that. It doesn't need it. You know, all you need is you know, clever and interesting stage transitions, and that's able to tell a story better than words ever could. And it's so hard to make level design for a fast game like this. So I really appreciate and I commend the level designers. It might be Christian Whitehead, it might be other people, I don't know, but they did a great job with the level design. When I first played the game, I thought there was some bad enemy placement, but it seems like they cleaned that up now. Or maybe I just don't notice it now, I don't know. In any case, it's really good. And the new zones, Mirage Saloon, and all the rest, and even the remix, the zones from the previous Sonic games, they just look so good. They changed the old zones so that they have a fresh, new feel to them. And you know, they just look so beautiful, and you know, the colors pop, and the music. I really should gush over the music a little bit more. Is that like they remixed a lot of the old zone themes, and they just make it so good. It just sounds so memorable, and they're so catchy too, and they fit the zones and the new zones as well. I love all the callbacks to the old games. You know, I kept on talking about how many homages there are. Some people criticized it a little bit for doing it too much, but I couldn't care less. I mean, like, it's there for people who recognize it, and for people who don't have any connection with it, they'll never notice it. I love how they pay homage to the Game Gear games, especially because I grew up with the Game Gear games. So seeing the bubble, the floating bubble where you can float around and stuff like that, like, you know, it's so incredible for me. And seeing the Caterpillar boss in Mirage Saloon, because they were in Sonic 2 and Sonic Chaos, and that was my childhood. And like, it seems like very few video games pay homage to my childhood, and I want to see more of that. You know, it's like, because Sonic is it's a very, you know, recognizable mascot, but it doesn't have the same kind of fandom that, you know, Zelda and Mario do. I guess maybe because the fan base is so divided, and the newer games are so different from the old games. But this game was able to accomplish something that Sega by themselves never could. And I can't wait for whatever Christian Whitehead and his team make next. That's all I gotta say. So what'd you guys think of the game? What'd you think about the game, Forsaken? You a Sonic fan? They bring these games to Xbox One and Windows 10. If you buy it, you have it for both systems. Oh, okay. They want to attack Steam with it. The games are too expensive and there are only a few titles. Oh, thank you, Forsaken. Looks damn good. It is. We'll be playing this game again. I might play the game again with some of the other characters. Not right away, of course, but, you know, one of these days. I played this game, I played the multiplayer a little bit with my buddy Luke. And they even improved the multiplayer for Sonic Plus. They added Mighty and Ray to it, so you can actually do 4-player now. Before it was just 2-player. You have Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles on the Genesis. Oh, nice. Forsaken, I love you, man. I had Sonic 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles on the Genesis. Sonic 1... Yeah, I got a Genesis after Sonic 1 came out, and I remember wanting Sonic 1, but we never got around to getting it, so I only played Sonic 1 during the age of emulation. You gonna get Sonic Mania, Churtka? Awesome. I'm so glad I was able to convince you. Yeah, definitely. I encourage everyone to get this game. Sonic Plus, you can... Here's the thing, though. You can get a physical copy of Sonic Mania Plus on the PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Probably not PC. So, you know, if you like the physical copy, you can get a physical copy of it. I was actually going to get the physical copy for the Switch, but then I learned that you can actually download Plus as DLC for if you have the original, so that's what I ended up doing. But yeah, I hope everyone gets it. You have Spinball for the Genesis. Yeah, Spinball was really tough, but it was still pretty charming too. Here are my stats. Oh, you were just... Yeah, Sonic 4, you mean? Yeah, Sonic 4... I mean, I like them I like them for what they are, but they are not Sonic 4. And they should have never been called Sonic 4. They should have been called Sonic Remix, because that's what they were. They weren't a real sequel. Alright, what do we got here? So this tells us how long it took us to beat it. So 2 hours and 22 minutes. And we only got 1 emerald. Oh well. Hey, we cleared it. Oh, this is kind of cool. The stage select reflects the new color palette. I like that. That's a neat touch. Alright, so that is it for tonight. I'm not sure what we'll do tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's gonna be Monday, right? So I'll take a look at what I have. You know, if anyone has any suggestions for what I should stream next, you know, you can let me know on Discord or whatever. So, I want to thank everyone for streaming with me. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a pleasure. As always. I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.